Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. I have your 4 best bets for the NBA tonight. As always, I'm Chris from Wendell Sports. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Beautiful 11-game NBA slate. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. Let me know down below what's your best bet in this 11-game slate. We have some great matchups here tonight. Wemby versus Chet to end the night. LeBron back in Cleveland. The rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that one's getting slept a lot about. Pacers, Celtics. We got the Heat versus the Knicks. That's always fun when Tibbs plays Jimmy Butler again. Then we got the battle of the Vuc Wendell Carter trade. As a Bulls fan, I know I've been forever reminded about that trade for years and years and years. But hey, rematch of the century right there. Then we got Pelicans Warriors running it back from yesterday. So always weird when a team just played yesterday runs it back and plays again, but is what it is. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Before we jump into today's action, we got to recap yesterday's plays, and let's just keep it going right away. Yesterday in the NBA, we ended up going 1-1 in best bets. Luka Doncic, I know he left injured, but it just wasn't his night overall shooting. I was not happy about it. I think he finished the game with 24 points. Needed a lucky 3 to make it even close to 24 points. Hand up. It was an Anthony Edwards game. I was leaning a little ant. I can always say that in hindsight, but went with Luka because of the history of it, and it failed, but De'Aaron Fox didn't fail for us. He got his over 5.5 assists. He got that in the first half. I think he was at 6 in the first half. None in the second half. That game was a blowout. Thank God it got to the over. I did ladder him up to 8 and didn't even come close. I was like feeling really good about 6 and didn't even come close to 8. But it is what it is. 1-1. I think my record overall is 6-10. NBA after a slow start. 3-2 on the week. And 4 plays here. Hopefully we sweep the board here. And let's just jump into it. I'm just going to get this out of the way. The play I think everyone's going to be doing. You, your mom, your sister, your cousin, your dad, everyone's going to be texting in your group chat. Your friends are in your group chat, and everyone's going to be talking about LeBron James, possibly for the last time back in Cleveland. I doubt it's for the last time, but every time he's back at Cleveland, we never know. Everyone's going to be taking it. I'm going LeBron James over 23.5 points coming in at minus 115 on DraftKings. Please make sure to look around. I think this line's already skyrocketed, maybe 24 in some books, or even look around like other books to see what number you got. I was hoping I could get like 22.5 because I was seeing a lot of people get that, but that was a last night play. Love this play overall. Come on, he's coming off of a horrible shooting night. We took him to score 20 points in that parlay. Only leg did not hit. He shot 3 for 14 from the field. Horrible game. Back to Cleveland. Nothing cures like going back home. And I think LeBron does it. He's gotten this over 4 for his last 6 against the Cavs, averaging 26.3 points per game. Come on, it's an auto pick. I love the steady minutes he's played this year so far. 34 minutes in each game this season. You'd think for this, how old LeBron is, you'd think he would get less time, but he's still out there, and he gets tons of shot volume as well. It's not like he's passing a lot more. After that game 1, where he only had 14 shots, and he was passing the ball a lot to Bronny, he had shots of 21, 18, and 17. So far this season, he's had a good shooting volume overall. Love that. Last season, when he played 34 plus minutes, he got the over 74% of the time. So a lot of minutes here today. I think tonight he gets back on track. My projections have him at 25.5 points per game. So we get like a nice 1.5 discount. I think America is going to be on this. And this is one of those you just got to ride with the squad. LeBron James, over 23.5 points. It's a must play, guys. Must play. For my second best bet in the same game, probably the first play that I really liked on the day. Lakers Cavs over unders 225. I think it's gonna be a close game, close spread at minus 4.5. I love Donovan Mitchell at home. If you remember in the playoffs last year, he was a mister every single time at home. You take his over no matter what, and that goes in this case here. I'm going Donovan Mitchell, 25 plus points coming in at minus 125 on FanDuel. Let's dive into it. So far, it is early in the season. The Lakers allowed the 5th most points to the shooting guard position. So in 4 games, they've given up the 5th most points. Allowing big games to De'Aaron Fox, 28 points. Devin Booker, 23 and 33 points. And then he had Anthony Edwards with 27 points in the first game of the season. Last season at home, Donovan Mitchell got this over 74% of the time, averaging 29.8 points per game. So far, last 2 games, he's starting to heat up overall in the season. He's gotten this over 2 for his last 4, but the last 2 games, he's heating up 30 and 25 in the last 2. Great matchup, steady steady volume overall this season. Last 3 games he's had, last 2 games he shot 18 and 17 times overall, so love that. My projections have him at 25 plus points, so I love that overall. Lakers last season allowed the 9th most points to the shooting guard position, so great history overall. He's got this over 3 for his last 5 versus LA, averaging 27.4. There is, however, the last 2 games last season, he did get the under. I think he had 22 in one of those games. I think this is a perfect get back on track at home. Huge primetime game here. Donovan Mitchell, big-time player, big-time game. Has a great matchup overall. Donovan Mitchell, 25 plus points. For my third best bet here, going to be in that Bulls Magic matchup. I'll always have a Chicago Bulls player for you guys. Hometown guy. No longer on TV. Got to stream it, but I'll be streaming that game. And please make sure to follow my Twitter at @TheWiddler if you want to watch me live react to the game. I always do that. I'm probably going to be going live one of these times as the season goes on. I'm still trying to figure out how to get it all going, but I would love to go live. It's Zach LaVine. He is back. He looks great. I'm going Zach LaVine over 21.5 points, coming in at -110 on DraftKings. Let's jump into it. He's gotten this over 4 for his last 4 games, averaging 26 points per game. Like I said, he's healthy, shooting a ton. His volume from last season was only at 15 shots per game. So far this season, he's at 17 shots per game. So 2 more shots. Might be like, hey, that's not enough, but those 2 shots could be 2 threes, or those 2 shots could be an and 1 and free throws. Love it overall. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 4 games versus the Magic, averaging 27.7 points. I was a little worried with this matchup on paper. He will be getting the Jalen Suggs treatment, but I think this game is set up for a high-paced scoring game. Over-under opened at 225, leaning over on 228 already. I think I love that overall. Since losing DeMar DeRozan, this Bulls team pushes the pace. Josh Giddey does a great job on that. I know there's no Lonzo, so that kind of hurts, but I think Giddey will do a great job overall. On the season, Orlando has given up the over to the small forward position 6 for their last 7 games. The only game they didn't get the over was Jimmy Butler in the first game of the season. My projections have him at 21 points per game, so we're right on the money here. I think this game's going to be a really close one. Zach LaVine has not let us down. He looks healthy. They're trying to get him to be traded. I like Zach LaVine over 21.5 points. For my 4th best bet, going to be another early game slate. So please make sure to come back on my YouTube channel, or even come check out my Twitter at @TheWiddler. I will definitely be re-looking at the later games here, but these 4 plays right now for the early slate, wanted to get this out for you here. Please check the pin count. One player on the Miami Heat takes it personal when he plays against a player he doesn't like, and Karl Anthony Towns, going against his favorite coach, former Bull, Tom Thibodeau here. Going with Jimmy Buckets, 18 plus points, coming in at -135 on DraftKings. Let's jump into it. He's gotten this over 2 for his last 3 games this season, averaging 17.3 points. That's a little below, but last 2 games, 26 and 23 points. He has unloaded the clip these last few games after Pat Riley went off on him over the offseason. He's gotten this over 8 for his last 10 games versus the Knicks, averaging 23.8 points per game. Got to love that. He's gotten this over 7 for his last 8 games at home against the Knicks, averaging 27 points. I think the one game he got under was at 17 points on the money, so 1 below. Like I said, motivator, replaying tips. Karl Anthony Towns. He does not like Karl Anthony Towns. This could be a big-time matchup. I think it's going to be a grit and grind game, and I love Jimmy Butler in these grit and grind games. On paper, it looks like it's a really tough matchup. He's playing against OG. He's getting Mikal Bridges. Played OG last year against the Knicks. He dropped 23. Played Mikal Bridges last year on the Nets. Dropped 30 on him. Close spread game. I know it's early on in the season, so 4-game sample size, but the Knicks are allowing the 8th most points to the small forward position. So I think it's a great spot here. Jimmy Butler, last 2 games, 20 plus points. We're only getting 18 here. Yeah, it might be brutal, but I think this Jimmy might be brutal at one point in the game where he might not have any shots, but Jimmy Butler is a firecracker overall. I love this spot. He's playing it. A great matchup overall. Going to be a great game. I'm going with Jimmy Butler, 18 plus points. Those are my 4 best bets in the NBA tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. Makes me know you like the content. I'm happy. We got 11-game slate. MLB baseball postseason game tonight. I'm super excited for this slate of games. 11-game slate. We're getting a lot more data out there. I think we're just about to get started in here. Slow start to the season for everybody, but I'm feeling a great day today for us. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. I know I said that twice, but you got to say things multiple times for people to do it. As always, let me know down below in the comments if these plays are a fade or you're tailing or what plays you love today. I'll love to tail you, and we can win together. As always, keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.